Hello everyone. I am particularly excited to be on your screen this beautiful day. All right, my name is Christiana Ibrahim Ambi, and I welcome you to Singles and Married with Christi. I'm going to tell you the reason for my excitement real soon. It's the holiday season, and you can feel it in the air, the difference. It's so beautiful. You see everywhere is colorful. Of course you can see I'm colorful myself. So it's the Christmas season, and I'm excited welcoming you on this my video today. Now, it's a good place to tell you that if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so before you continue with this video. And then please put on your notification buttons so that the next time a video drops, you get to know immediately. Glad to have you here again. Now, while I was thinking and pondering of what topic to talk about, seeing that the year is already fast out, we just have a few days and the year is over, and seeing that we are in a season where a lot of people get to travel to different places, make new friends, meet new people. And as I was thinking, I just perceived in my heart that there's a topic God wants me to talk about. There's something He wants me to talk about. And this is what I want to be talking about, particularly to help the singles. This topic is going to particularly help the singles. Now, if you're a single person, you need to listen. And then if you're married, you will want to share this video with the singles so that, they will learn from what I'll be talking about today. And what am I talking about? The topic is born out of the thought that when people travel, because this season a lot of weddings so far, I can't tell you how many weddings I've seen, both of people that I know and people that I do not know that I have seen over the media, on Facebook and on Instagram, and then also of people that I know. So that's to tell you that it's a season for a lot of weddings take place in this season. And then, of course, like I said earlier, a lot of traveling, here and there, and then a lot of meeting of new people, and then a lot of making new friends. Now, in the course of traveling, meeting new people and making new friends, you discover that a lot of people start up relationships, romantic relationships, and sometimes it doesn't really end well for some, and for some it does end well. Now, for some, it happens so fast that before they realize what has happened, the time has gone, it has passed, and then they live with regrets. Now, this is where this topic is born out of. Now, there will be a time, of course, where I'll get to talk about love on its own. But today, I'll be talking about 5 points to know what love is not. Or should I say 5 ways to know what love is not. 5. I'm going to be talking about them. There are many more, but today I want to concentrate on just these 5. And point number 1 to know what love is not is that love is not emotion or feelings. You can say love is not emotion, love is not feelings. Now, what do I mean by that? Love is much more. Now, as a believer, love is born by someone higher, is born by the Spirit in the believer. So you see that love is not just feeling. When people see each other and they say, the moment I saw her or the moment I saw him, my heart started to raise, my palms started to get sweaty, I couldn't control myself, and I was not myself altogether. Now, okay, Okay. Yes, there is always an attraction when you meet somebody that you will eventually end up in marriage with. There could be there should in fact be an attraction, but love doesn't just happen boom. It doesn't happen like that. When people say I fell in love with her at first sight, or I fell in love with him at first sight, I take that with a pinch of salt, because you can't fall in love with people at the first sight. Yes, you can like people, you can feel attracted to them, but love takes a process. Love is a process. It grows. It grows, it is worked on, and then it grows. So love is not emotion. Love is a verb, is an action word. So when you see somebody that just walks up to you and just says to you, hey, I'm in love with you, the moment I saw you, I just fell in love with you. Now it's a different thing when a man says, the moment I saw her, in my heart I knew that something more was going to come out, or the moment I saw him, I knew something more was going to come out, than saying that, oh, the moment I saw her or I saw him, I just knew, that I was in love, I was smitten. Now that is why when people fall in love, they will end up falling out of it. Now, because you are not supposed to fall in, you're supposed to grow. Love is a process. You are supposed to, yes, you are supposed to grow into it. But when you feel it, when it's feeling, when it's all emotion, the moment something happens, you just begin to lose the emotion, and then it begins to die down. Love is not just feeling passion. No, you just see someone and it's burning. No, it's not just feeling passion. It is a behavior, it is a way of life. Now, so when someone walks up to you, wherever you are during this holiday, and then they just tell you that, oh, the moment I saw you, I just fell in love with you, just know that, oga, take an easy, or auntie, take an easy. How now? Like, just like that? You don't even know me. For God's sake, you don't even know me. You can't just fall in love with me like that. So tell them to take it easy. Love is not profession. It's not saying I love you. Love is living, doing. It's an action word. It's doing. So if the person claims that they love you, they should be patient enough to not even come and tell you that, I love you. No, because love will make them to be patient. They will want to come close to you. They want to build something, because already when they saw you, there's an attraction. They like you, and then they will come close to you, try to build friendship, try to get to know you now. And then, it is cultivated, it is, nurtured, and then it grows, and, it can lead somewhere. So, but not like something that a fire is catching and you just add petrol to it and then boom. No, that is not how love works. Words are not proof of love. That's the truth. Someone can come with sweet mouth, permit me to say sometimes sweet nothings, and say to you, and then you get smitten, and we women, we like hearing sweet things. Okay. And then when you meet a man that has a way with the words, he will come and he will just give you sweet words and sway you off your feet. And if you're not careful, you are following yakata in his arms. So you need to know that love is not an emotion. Love is not feelings. It is much more than that. So when you take note of something like that, wherever you are, just know that, okay, I need to slow down. I need to I shouldn't be in a rush. All right. Number 2, that you need to know what love is not, is that love is not unkind. Now, when you have traveled and you are meeting new people, watch the people that you meet. How do they treat people? How are they treating the people that they are interacting with? Because you meet people, you are interacting with them. Watch how they are interacting with people, because kindness, like someone would say, kindness is love in action, loving people more than they deserve to be loved. Now that is kindness. Now, how is that person behaving? Not just around you, but but around the circle of people you are together with. Maybe because I know in this season a lot of love feasts programs, a lot of picnics, a lot of hanging out, by singles and even married alike. Watch how they are behaving around the people you are hanging out with. Watch how kind or not they are, not just to you. Now, if someone, I would always say that if someone is kind, they are kind. They do not choose people to be kind to. Why? Because kindness is also a fruit of the spirit. Now, that means that it has grown in that person, and that person is able to release it. It doesn't matter whoever it is. It doesn't matter whether you are the woman he's trying to woo, or he's the man you want to reach out to. You want him to take note of you. No, kindness is something that flows. It's by the spirit, and it will flow to all. It doesn't matter. In fact, kindness is a language, like someone would say, that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Now, so that means that if someone is kind, if that person is kind, you will see it. It's not something that is hidden. Where the Bible will say, by their fruit we shall know them. The problem with I think with singles is that you're always in a rush. Rather, you're always in a rush. You want it fast, like you want to cook your food and eat it from the pot direct. You don't want to take the time to dish out the food into the plate and take it to the dining, or take it somewhere where you can sit down and eat. You just want to eat on top of the gas, as it is hot on the fire like that. Now, I want to talk to you singles. Please do not be in a rush. If someone is kind, honestly, as you interact with them, those little moments, don't be so driven by, I want to impress a man or a woman so that they will take note of me, that you cannot see or notice the small things that are happening around you. Most times when singles during this season now, they are so in a rush for someone to notice them, especially because I've been looking at the year. I expected that someone should have talked to me. I expected that I should have been engaged by now. I expected that I should have gotten a lady that I want to marry by now, and it has not happened. So you are in a rush. You want to talk to somebody, and you want the person to just say yes, or you want to flaunt yourself around a man, so that the man will just say, oh, hello baby. Okay, so you need to slow down, because let me tell you the truth. I read somewhere, he said that something that they wrote. He said, whatever you do in life, make sure you marry a kind spouse. And this is so true. I saw a video of a man, not too long ago. I'm sure many of you saw it on the media as well. And how he battered, let me use that word, he battered his wife. At night, beat this woman up, and she was bleeding all over. And even when neighbors came to help her, he was still threatening and breathing down his throat, like as if he was going to charge and still come and hit her in the front of all his neighbors. Now, I am glad to hear that the matter has escalated, and he might be prosecuted. And I hope all these things happen, and I hope that the wife finds peace, because one of the neighbors kept saying that for 4 years that he lived in that compound, this man has always been, abusing the wife, physically abusing. I was like, really? I said, this man must be evil. He must be wicked, because a kind partner, I feel that it is someone that is unkind that will beat his wife up, or is someone that is unkind that will abuse his or her spouse. So yes, and I said his or her because we have women that have abused their husbands as well. So we have young women that have also abused the men in their lives. I listened to an interview recently where a pastor talked about some issues, concerning divorce. And then one of the things he said was that I think the young woman he married at one time, she said to him that, is it, if you're not careful, I will hit you or something. As they were not married though, as in. So if as a young man you hear a woman telling you that I will hit you, you know that that's a danger sign already. So you know that they are not kind, and love is not unkind. Let me go to point number 3. Love does not put you down. What love is? Love does not put you down. Love does not belittle you. It doesn't make you feel small. It doesn't make you feel little. Now, if you're with somebody that is all about themselves, now because like I said, you are meeting new people, and then maybe you sit at a table, either at a wedding reception, or you are, at a gathering, a picnic or something, you're hanging out, and as you're sitting, and then you probably are getting attracted to that man, or you are getting attracted to that woman, and then you realize that they are only all about themselves, and they make every other person on the table feel like you don't know nothing. I know it all. I know it all. I am good at this. I am the best at this. I am more vast in knowledge and all these things. You need to know that that person is someone that you need to be wary of, because love does not put you down. If they make you feel lucky for being with them, just know that that is not love at all. So if you are seated at the table and the man is talking, even if he's just talking about someone else, and he says that the last time I was in a relationship, with my girl, I kept telling her she better thank God that she has me in her life, and then at the end of the day she messed up and then we broke up. Just know that is a dangerous sign. Or the lady is the one making such comments, that the man I was with, he kept behaving. Didn't you know that he was lucky having me? You already know that you are in for problem. These kind of people, just avoid them. Now, what do you do with these kind of people that I've been talking about? You avoid them. Just know that what you should avoid them. Don't be in a hurry because you want to end 2023 with a relationship. At least make permit me, I'm going vernacular, like they say, at all na in bad pass abi. So make it not be like say at all I don't have anybody at all. At least let 2023 end. Let there be somebody in my life, a man or a woman. Now it is not a do or die affair. So be careful when you discover that they are putting you down. And love does not reduce you. It does not take from you. It does not drain you. If being with them is draining you, as you are sitting and just conversing and you are feeling drained already, you are already tired because they are all about themselves. They are talking, it's all about them, me, myself, and I syndrome. Just know that what you should avoid such kind of people. Please don't be desperate. Now, desperation can lead to a lot of trouble. So please do not allow yourselves to be desperate. Now, if you see all these things, you need to know. Now, let me move straight to point number 4 because of time. Love does not envy. Love is not excessively jealous nor possessive. Now, if you find someone that you have not even known them and they are already behaving like they are your husband of 20 years, just know that you are in trouble already. That you need, don't even consider. Don't even consider. Now let me share a story. Okay, this is a bit hilarious just thinking about it. There's someone that funny enough, she's someone I know, a young lady, and she met somebody, and then he wants to get married. He has come and he has paid her dowry, and honestly, I will not lie, before the payment of the dowry, many people from her family, they saw a lot of danger signs about this young man. A lot of things. Some of them maybe later in some later videos I'm going to talk about them. And everybody kept telling her, slow down, but she would not. And because she wants to marry at all costs, now they've done the introduction and they've paid her dowry. Now, I was talking to someone that is quite related to her, and I laughed so much. I said, so how is it going? And she said, honestly, she says, I think the only place I've not seen this young man follow this young woman to is the toilet. But if she goes to the bedroom, they are all gathered in one place now, of course, because it's the festive season. So we're just and I'm saying something that we just spoke like 2 days or 3 days ago. Now, if she moves to the bedroom, he comes to the house. If she moves to the bedroom, he will follow her, not minding that she's one of the youngest in the family. Her older ones are there, and he will follow her. If she moves to the kitchen, he will follow her. If she goes to the backyard, he will come. If she moves out, if she wants to go out, he is following her everywhere. And like that, her sister said, she said, I think the only place he has not followed her is to the restroom. Now, this is a problem already. And this is something that she knows about. She even said it, so it's not as if she's unaware of it. Now, there are people like that when you meet the first time, they behave as if they own you, like they have known you and own you for years. Now, even when you are married, they don't your spouse doesn't own you, but you just meet somebody and they are behaving like they own you. They are acting so jealous. Have you seen ladies where a man, they maybe they are probably, they fancy the man and they are in an event, and then they notice the man is talking to someone, and they come and they are acting like an angry wife, as if is an angry wife with an angry with a side chick. Well, there is nothing has even started. So if you see people like this, just know that this is not love. And then finally on my list, love is not sex. May I say this again? Love is not sex. You know that statement about, if you love me, you will give me, is a lie from the pit of hell. If you love me, in fact, you will protect me. You will want us to stay, to keep ourselves. You want us to honor God even with our bodies, not just with the things we say, but even with our bodies. You would want us to honor God. So when you attend all these gatherings, or you have traveled and you find somebody that is pressuring you, telling you that I love you, I want to marry you, and they want to have sex with you, I want you to know that you are in trouble already. You need to slow down and detach as fast as you can from them. I remember growing up, we used to say that when a lot of people travel to the village for Christmas, you discover that small time, they used to say results don't show. Around Easter, you will see results. Normally Easter is normally March, April. You start seeing the result of what happened in December, because the young men go, they mess up these young women, and then they leave, and then you discover a lot of these young women are pregnant. And I saw something hilarious the other day on Instagram that said that young men in Nigeria, if you're in a relationship, better hold your woman well, because abroad people are coming home for Christmas. Anything can happen. Okay, so I these are things that, though it looks hilarious or it sounds hilarious, I want you to know that love will not demand for sex. If he's saying come and sleep with me, or she's saying sleep with me, so that I will know that you belong to me, so that I will know that you will be committed, so that I will know that after we depart from this gathering, you will still remember me. See, let me tell you, the fastest way for him to forget about you is to give him sex. I'm telling you, he's gonna go, because that was all he wanted. He wanted sex. He came, he wanted sex, and you gave it to him cheaply. And then now he has lost interest in you. We're not talking about sex, but when we come to talk about sex, I'll tell you how much sex can make a man to lose interest fast in a woman, if a woman gives him sex. Now, so you need to know that anytime you meet any man now that just says I want sex, or you meet a woman, because I've read and I've heard about young women that even say that how can he say that he's interested in me and he has not tried to sleep with me? Now that's crazy. You need to know that is not normal at all. So love is not sex. Now at this point, I have given you my 5 points that love is not. So when you see any sign like this, just know that what you need to take cover. You need to detach and stay far away from those people. Now, may I say to you that it's a Merry Christmas to you all. Now it's the Christmas season, and we believers in Christ Jesus, is a time for us to celebrate the love of God that he revealed to humanity by sending his son, his only begotten son, Jesus Christ, to come and die on the cross for you and I. Now this is a season where we celebrate and we mark and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, you know, the one that came to reconcile us back to the Father, that brought salvation to you and to I. And guess what? It's not just to one person or one tribe or one state or one country. No, the Bible says in John 3:16, says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believes in him shall not die but have everlasting life," or you can say have eternal life. Now, what does this mean? It means that Jesus, the salvation is open to you. Yes, you that is watching me. It is open to everyone. When the Bible says the world, it means the world. It means it is open to everyone. Now you too can learn and come and be part of the family of God and celebrate with us. Now, anybody that is celebrating Christmas and doesn't have understanding will do anything they like. But I tell you, anybody that is celebrating Christmas and has understanding, like we would say, Jesus is the reason for the season. You can come to know Jesus too by saying the prayer that is going to be on your screen now. You can say that prayer sincerely from your heart. And as you have said that prayer from your heart sincerely, I want you to know that you also are a child of God. You have been co-opted. You have been adopted into the family of God. Now you are the son of God. You are the daughter of God, and you have received the new life of Christ into your life. And I want you to know that you have begun a new journey. Now you can reach out to me, via email. The email is right there on the screen, or you can do so by the number on your screen, but only through WhatsApp, and this is also for all who desire to ask questions or leave comments. If you cannot leave your comments or your questions on YouTube, or you want direct counseling, you can feel free to do so either through my email on the scrolling there, or you can use the number and send me a WhatsApp, and I assure you that I will respond to you. Now, I want to say something even as I close, that there is something about being a child of God. When you are a son or a daughter of God, remember when I started by saying that love comes as a result of the Spirit, is a fruit of the Spirit. Now, and it gives birth to several other things. Now, this means that that when you find a man that loves God and a woman that loves God, I tell you that, and they love God and they understand and they have enjoyed the love of God, I want to tell you that there is a difference in the way that person will love you. There is a difference in the way that person will treat you. That man will treat you like a king. It doesn't matter if he knows you. Have you seen where you meet somebody, you don't know them from anywhere, but they treat you so nicely, so warmly, so courteously, and so kindly. They are so nice to you, so warm. Just know that they are not operating just by the physical, they are operating by the Spirit. So at this point, I have to go. There's one more video that will be dropping for this year 2023, and then we will look forward to another year. Now, may I say on behalf of singles and married with Christi, Merry Christmas to you and to your families. Do have a wonderful celebration, and looking forward to seeing you in my next videos. Thank you so much for staying with me, and do have a good time. Merry Christmas.